everybody, it's me, Mr. Koala, coming back to you with another video. And this is gonna be such a weird video because I'm doing something that's never been seen on this channel before. We're gonna be going over the dinosaur survival genre. And if you're wondering what that is, it's basically like dinosaur games where you're just a dinosaur and you do dinosaur shit, and yeah, you're just a dinosaur. And I've been intrigued by these games because when I play or think about these types of games, the dinosaur survival genre, you usually think of two games. And that's either Path of Titans or The Isle. And then Beasts of Bermuda, but that game's ass, so no one really talks about that. Full disclosure, I played both of these games, and spoiler alert, both of these games have some pretty bad shit about them that really makes them not super cool and not super awesome, but you know, whatever. We're gonna see which one's better because it's a pretty heated topic of The Isle versus Path of Titans. Like, which one's the better game and which one do you want to get? Now, let's get one thing out of the way. The prices for these games are completely goofy as hell. And then Isle, the game has been in beta for like 9 years, and you're thinking that I'm gonna pay $20? Well, I did, and was it worth it? I don't know. I did sink in a lot of hours, so maybe it was, but $20, like $15 game, man. Come on. Now let's compare these two magnificent games. Now, The Isle is striving to be a full-out dinosaur survival game where it's more like realistic, where dinosaurs try to hunt you down, try to eat you, and you want to like survive in packs. You want to not die, because if you die in The Isle, you're dead. You're done. You have to reset and make a new character. And then in Path of Titans, it's a full-out MMO where you have to do questing to grow. I haven't even gone on the growing mechanic, but both of these games you could basically grow. Path of Titans, you have to do quests to grow, which is like really goofy and really not fun. And then in The Isle, you have to grow by just kind of standing around. You kind of grow passively, so no matter what you do, you're always gonna grow. But there's also like these modifiers that you can get by improving your diet to grow faster, which is pretty cool. But Path of Titans is, you know, it's more of a PvP dinosaur game than anything else. You're basically there to beat the shit out of other dinosaurs, and honestly, I'm not complaining. That's fun as hell, because there's different abilities for these dinosaurs, and you can really see it. There's like there's a little tab here where you can see all your dinosaurs' abilities, and you can use it. Basically just like a PvP type game. It's kind of like New World if you saw it. Like, have you ever played New World? It's like New World with like the type of PvP, paying for your abilities, getting stronger the more you level up, using different builds, and it's pretty cool. Now both these games are very similar but want to achieve different things. For The Isle, they want the ultimate dinosaur experience. And then Path of Titans, they want the ultimate dinosaur fighting random shit experience. Because you're just a dinosaur that wants to like kill each other. I mean, that's all you do. You fight each other. I mean, you do that on The Isle too, but I mean, it's kind of a grind fest. You grind in Path of Titans way more you grind than in Isle. Now, both these games have one big thing over the other, which makes it a little confusing of which one you should, you know, get. Now, The Isle has this cool little mechanic where there's more of like an ecosystem to the game, which I really do like, and that's the biggest thing it has over Path of Titans. When you kill something, there's kind of a sense of meaning to it, you know, because if you're killing something, it's probably because you want to improve your diet, or you're trying to attract different dinosaurs to like sniff out like the area, because you know there's a sniffing mechanic where you can like smell like carcasses from long ways, so you can like do a bunch of different things. And The Isle has a big update coming out where it's going to be coming out with 4 different dinosaurs, which is very huge and it's beautiful. it's gonna be nice because all these dinosaurs are gonna have their own role in this ecosystem. The Gillimimus, which is going to be out there stealing eggs to make it run faster, which is really cool. So you have to defend your nests against these Gillimimuses running around. And then there's also this, what is this thing called? I don't know what it's called. But it's gonna be acting as like the garbage disposal of the island. And it's going to be eating rotten corpses, and it's going to be constantly eating everything. So it's going to be like the cleanup crew. So every time you're near a rotten corpse, you're going to have to probably run into this guy. It's gonna be very interesting. And then there's like Troodons coming out, which are going to be very well-rounded pack hunters. They're going to be like trying to eat you. They're like the little guys. They're going to be jumping on you, like tickling you and shit, knocking you out and eating you one by one. It's going to be really cool. So the Isle has a sense of ecosystem, which is a big thing it has over Path of Titans. When you're playing Path of Titans, you're like, what the fuck is going on? Because you're doing quests. You're a T-Rex picking up fucking acorns in the middle of a field. What? Why am I doing this? And that's the goofiest part about the game. But it has one big thing over the Isle, in my opinion. And that has to be, it actually has updates, which is crazy. Like, it came out with this thing called the Night Stalkers update that didn't come out too long ago. And it's probably one of the biggest updates in the whole Path of Titans thingies. And it like outweighed basically all of Isle's updates in like the span of 3 years. They buffed and added new abilities to these dinosaurs. And right after the Night Stalkers update, they updated the game again with a miniature update that balanced all the dinosaurs and added even more abilities and more features to the game. So it's like, wow, comparing to the Isle development team, they're probably the worst development team I've ever seen. And I even heard that they're not too nice of people, so yeah, I heard they're not super nice. But, you know, whatever. I still like the Isle, but damn. Now, here comes the big boy question. Which game should you get? The Isle or Path of Titans? Or the better question is, which one's better? And it really comes down to preference. Do you like a full fleshed out dinosaur game that's a little more punishing if you lose? Or do you like a game where you just want to beat the shit out of each other with dinosaurs and run around in packs just trying to like eat each other for no particular reason? Not much of a survival game, but more of an MMO, but a shitty one at that. So, this is difficult. I've been thinking about this for a little while, and it's really came to my attention that the Isle is a little worse than Path of Titans. Like, Path of Titans has everything above the Isle, and it has so much more like going for it right now. Like, it's coming out with actual updates. It has so many new like maps coming out. There's gonna be new dinosaurs coming out, and there's just already more dinosaurs in the whole Isle than the whole Isle's history. And it's like crazy. Like, Path of Titans already has more dinosaurs than all of the Isle right now, including the legacy version. So it's like, man, probably the game that actually is like working on their game. And then the thing about the Isle though is that as soon as that update drops, all the Isle players that are on Path of Titans, they're gonna hop off of Path of Titans for that Isle update, because that Isle update's gonna be really huge for the game. But after the update, what then? Like, what is the Isle gonna do now? Like, they can't drop another update after the update like Path of Titans will. And they're definitely not gonna come out with new dinosaurs super early on. It's gonna take them like 7 months to come out with another like dinosaur. So yeah, I think Path of Titans takes this. But if I'm being honest, by an inch, by such an inch, a small inch. It has a lot going for it, but at the same time, the Isle is what you're looking for in a dinosaur game though. It's more realistic. It's what you kind of want to be a dinosaur in. I'd rather play as a dinosaur in the Isle than in Path of Titans. But since Path of Titans is doing so much more, you can't help to play the game than, you know, the Isle. But I'm just saying, don't be surprised, because literally, I feel like in my heart, if the Isle comes out with a really good update and like consistently stays updated and doesn't post concept art for each update, it could be so easy for them to overthrow Path of Titans. The Isle already has a perfect basis to be better than Path of Titans. And also, the Isle is coming up with the Unreal Engine 5, which is going to be just like Path of Titans. So basically, the graphics in the Isle, which in my opinion are probably a little like just as good as Path of Titans, is gonna be even better probably than Path of Titans now when the Unreal Engine 5 comes out. So basically, Path of Titans is the better game right now, but don't be surprised if the Isle becomes many leagues ahead of Path of Titans with the pure potential it has. But right now, it is so goofy of how bad the development team is. If it had a bigger development team, it'd be leagues above Path of Titans. But for now, Path of Titans takes the W. But to be honest, just play the Roblox Dinosaur Simulator, man. It's better than both of these games combined, and it's free. I'm a dinosaur.